Gloria in excelsis Dei. No, that's not how that carol goes. This is Tell Someone. First question, of course, is from Endochrome. Who did you get for the Secret Santa? It's a secret. It's such a big secret that I wasn't notified about Secret Santa, and I didn't get anybody anything, and I don't think anybody's getting me anything. I don't think I'm getting anything for Christmas this year. Next question, of course, is from the Emperor Fabulous. What time is it to be? Is it time yet to begin the preliminaries on the annual war upon Easter? And will those preliminaries once again involve the hoarding of pomegranate seeds? Of course, you know. Well, do you need an excuse to hoard pomegranate seeds? I don't know. I don't know whether you need to. I just like putting the pomegranates, you know, the arils with the pink bits around the seeds. I put those into like some soft drink using a funnel, and then I close the soft drink up tight again, and then the arils carbonate, and you pop them under your tongue, and you crush them, and it's all carbonated. It goes all fizzy. It's nice, and that's my Christmas. That's my Christmas recipe. Merry Christmas. Next question, Jonathan Stern. With the new year fast approaching, what did you like about 2023? Oh, it's about 2023 now, is it? Oh, well, I didn't have to stay home deliberately. I got to choose to stay home all day though. That's an improvement. I get sunshine, and I get to stay home enough to not get sunburnt much. Next question, principled uncertainty. Do fish have limited intellectual capacity, or are they just ignoring us? Rude or I mean, fish. I mean, they've got the memory of they've got the memory of they're sort of they you're not supposed to. They're supposed to swim in the rivers and things. They're not supposed to, you know, sit in a fish bowl or something. And the thing with, you know, swimming round and round in circles, it makes them forget things because they're not evolved for a little fish bowl with a tiny terracotta television in there. I can't remember what I was saying. Next question, of course, is I fight tryhards. What if you were a wizard? What would be your power? Well, of course, I've got the power of video editing at my fingertips in the future, and I don't know what sort of. That means I can do just about anything in between here and here, and I choose not to because sometimes it's just funnier to step on the joke. Funny for me, and less work. Mostly because it's less work. Next question from Stubbs. No, I want you to stay here and... I had it when I read the answer to the dovetail question. Do you bake? From Sean Nolan. Well, yeah, well, no. Well, I've got an oven, but it's made of gas. And I don't trust it anymore. Because carbon monoxide. What was I saying? Next question, of course. Oh, yes. That one was from Stubbs. Can Santa leave the room with us? No, the Santa cannot leave the room with us. There's stipulation on his bail bonds, you know, for all those break and enters he did. So, you know, you just got to let him, like, sit on that big chair thing and do his community service, okay? Okay. The Canadian atheist asks, is Santa Claus liable for counselling costs for Rudolph after he realises that the Kringle never gave a damn about him before or after that one foggy Christmas Eve? Look, he's got a lot on his mind. He's got a lot on his mind, and yes, he's probably liable for all the workplace things. But look, you could just put Rudolph on a special contract, which means that he's on a big retainer, and on the occasion that Christmas Eve is foggy, then he can come out and do his literal magic, because reindeer don't fly. But Rudolph is the only one that actually has a glow-in-the-dark nose and can cut through the fog like some sort of reindeer through clouds. Yes. Now, Nis Brown asks, last question for the day. Is it true that men from Nantucket have to own a bucket? Oh, look, I know what the poem says, but there are versions of the poem that do not require a bucket. No buckets involved at all. It could involve like ducat, like somebody's throwing a ducat, or like paid in old Venetian currency, paid a ducat for something, or forget it. I wrote one myself, and it's not. Okay, it might be vulgar, but it's not. It doesn't contain any sexual situations. Right, here we go. Vulgar Christmas limerick. Vulgar Christmas lyric. Here we go. There once was a man from Nantucket who would roast a turkey but not pluck it. Long past Christmas Day, to keep the hunger at bay, grab a fistful of greasy feathers and suck it. That's it for Tell Us Someone for this week. You get a second Christmas recipe out of that one. I can taste the feathers and the turkey greases. Oh, I don't know how I can taste a limerick, but I've tasted it. It's like being tarred and feathered, but it tastes kind of nice, and it's cold. It's really, really cold. That's it for Tell Someone for this week. If you would like to ask me, or would you want to ask me a question, you can answer it. Have to ask it in the question asking place below, or the dovetail question, of course, is in the traditional dovetail question place. And you can do other things if you want to do them, because I'm not I'm kind of your boss, but not really. The cat's my boss. I know that. I'm dangerously talented. I don't have a cool sign off.